Welcome back to BikeBeat, your home for honest and detailed motorcycle talk. Today, we're taking a closer look at the 2026 Honda Rebel, a bike that's carried the soul of Honda's cruiser lineup for decades. The Rebel has always been about freedom, simplicity, and style without intimidation. With the 2026 model, Honda continues that legacy with subtle upgrades, refined performance, and design tweaks that keep it ahead of its class. The Rebel has never tried to be the loudest or most powerful cruiser on the road. Instead, it's built a reputation for being the most approachable, a bike that makes you fall in love with riding itself. It's the motorcycle equivalent of a great denim jacket, reliable, easy to wear, and timeless. At its heart, the 2026 Rebel 500 carries the same 471 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that's proven its worth across Honda's lineup. It's smooth, forgiving, and full of usable torque. The power comes on predictably, making it friendly for new riders but still engaging enough for those with experience. There's a gentle growl when you roll on the throttle, a reminder that even a mid-displacement engine can have character when tuned right. The 6-speed gearbox is slick and easy to operate, and the slipper/assist clutch keeps things smooth during downshifts. On the road, the Rebel's engine feels like a perfect partner rather than a wild animal. It's got enough punch for city overtakes and highway cruising, but never feels intimidating. You can cruise comfortably around 100 km per hour, with the engine humming quietly beneath you. Top speed isn't the selling point here, it's the balance between performance and composure. Handling is where the Rebel surprises a lot of riders. Despite its cruiser silhouette, it feels light and nimble, thanks to its low center of gravity and compact frame. It's easy to weave through traffic, and low-speed maneuvers feel natural. The steel frame offers a great mix of stability and comfort, giving riders confidence whether they're new to two wheels or seasoned veterans looking for something relaxed. The suspension setup is simple but effective, telescopic forks at the front and twin shocks at the rear. Honda's tuned them for comfort, not track precision, and that's exactly what you want on a cruiser. For 2026, the damping has been slightly reworked for a smoother ride, especially over rough city streets. The brakes are single discs front and rear, and ABS comes standard in most markets, delivering predictable stopping power. One of the Rebel's most defining traits has always been its seat height. At just around 27 inches, it's incredibly accessible. Shorter riders can flatfoot easily at stops, and taller riders won't feel cramped thanks to the mid-mounted controls. The ergonomics strike a nice balance, relaxed but not lazy. You sit upright with a slight reach to the bars, making longer rides surprisingly comfortable for a small cruiser. Now let's talk about the way it looks, because that's half the reason you buy a Rebel. The 2026 model continues the dark, minimalist aesthetic that's become its signature. Almost everything on the bike is blacked out: the frame, engine cases, exhaust, and even the wheel spokes. It gives off that custom bobber vibe right out of the showroom. The LED headlight sits proud and round, modern yet classic. The tail section is short and clean, emphasizing the bike's stripped-down attitude. It's the kind of bike that looks custom even before you touch it. The instrument cluster remains a simple digital LCD, but it's been improved for better visibility under sunlight. You get all the basics: speed, fuel, gear indicator, trip data, without any clutter. The lighting system is full LED, adding both style and safety, and it fits perfectly with the Rebel's dark modern theme. If there's one thing the Rebel encourages, it's personalization. Honda knows its audience well: riders who like to make their bikes their own. You can go minimalist with solo seats and side bags, or turn it into a mini tourer with a windshield and passenger setup. The Rebel platform supports both factory accessories and a huge aftermarket community. Fuel economy is another strong suit. Expect around 25 to 30 km per liter depending on how you ride. That efficiency, combined with Honda reliability, makes it one of the most economical cruisers to own. Maintenance is straightforward, and Honda's global service network means you'll never have trouble finding parts or expertise. Now, what about price? In the US, the 2025 Rebel 500 started at about $6,500. For 2026, you can expect something in that range, probably between $6,699 and $6,899 US depending on color and ABS options. It's competitively priced, especially when you compare it with bikes like the Kawasaki Vulcan S or the Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. You're getting Honda's legendary build quality, modern tech, and a bike that can last you years, all without breaking the bank. Out on real roads, the Rebel feels like it's built for everyday life. In traffic, it's a joy: smooth clutch, gentle throttle response, and great balance. On highways, it cruises effortlessly, though you'll feel some wind at higher speeds, as you would with any naked bike. On twisty roads, it holds a line well and gives you confidence through corners, even with limited lean angles. It's not trying to be a sport bike, but it's far more agile than its cruiser silhouette suggests. Comfort-wise, Honda's tweaks to the seat padding and suspension mean longer rides are more pleasant than before. You could easily ride it across town or out on a weekend trip without aches. If you plan on touring often, adding a windshield or small backrest would make it even better. There are, of course, a few compromises. The passenger seat is small, so two-up comfort isn't its strength. Wind protection is minimal, and the power, while adequate, won't thrill speed addicts. But that's not what this bike is about. It's about balance, character, and approachability, the feeling that you're connected to the road without distraction. The Rebel's unique charm lies in how it blends classic cruiser attitude with modern reliability. It has the look of a custom bobber, the manners of a commuter, and the soul of a freedom machine. It's the kind of motorcycle that invites you to just ride, to forget the numbers, the specs, the competition, and simply enjoy the moment. Honda hasn't tried to reinvent the Rebel because it doesn't need to. Instead, it refined what already worked: the comfort, the smooth power delivery, the accessibility, while adding just enough modern touches to keep it fresh. The result is a bike that feels familiar yet new, simple yet sophisticated. If you're a new rider looking for your first proper motorcycle, the Rebel 500 is a brilliant choice. If you're an experienced rider looking for a second bike that's easy to live with, it's equally appealing. It's the kind of motorcycle that fits a wide range of lifestyles, from city commuting to weekend escapes. So to sum it up, the 2026 Honda Rebel is not a revolution, but a refined evolution. It's approachable, stylish, efficient, and incredibly well-balanced. It's a bike that doesn't demand much from you but gives back plenty of confidence, enjoyment, and that simple joy of riding. And that's why the Rebel continues to stand strong in a market crowded with overcomplicated machines. It's proof that sometimes, less really is more. A clean design, a trusted engine, solid reliability, and a riding experience that never gets old, that's what the 2026 Rebel is all about. Thanks for watching BikeBeat. If you enjoyed this review, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more motorcycle deep dives. Let us know in the comments, would you ride the new Rebel, or do you have your eye on something else? Until next time, stay safe, ride free, and keep your throttle steady.